Okay. Thank you for watching here on wherever you seem to find this video. Okay. If you're logging in live, then you are one of my followers on TikTok. The live air date is, I want to say, is it Wednesday, August the 6th, maybe? Is it the 6th, August the 6th, 2025? It's around 8:47 a.m. Central Standard Time if you happen to be logging in live. And if you are one of my sincere followers, because let's just face it, ain't nobody stupid. If you're one of my sincere followers, then I just want to say I honor you, and I am thankful for your continual support in the form of energy. Okay, it's not always the currency, but in the form of energy. So that's benevolent, positive vibes, liking, sharing, things of that nature. Okay. If obviously you're following, so you like my vibe, you like the teachings, the readings, whatever it is, and you're not one of the ones that's on some sorry low life shit. Okay. So this reading, I believe the title says, no matter what. Now, if you're somebody that watches this at a later time and date on my YouTube channel, which I certainly advise that you just be mindful. In the world of social media, it's no secret anymore, okay, that there are plenty of copycatters and doppelgangers and wannabeers and copy and pasters and people literally trying to, impersonate you. I mean, literally. In other words, they'll take, your picture, your downloads, and all of that, and attempt to create platforms under the guise of you. So I have many people doing that. Okay, so what they know about humans is most humans aren't paying attention. So you're just going to look at a picture. You're going to look at the name without paying attention to if anything is transposed. You're just going to look to see if that person's video is there. But techies, and especially youngsters, because youngsters are possibly more aware of this than the older crowd. The older crowd knows it and is doing it too, but so they know all you got to do is upload, download, copy and paste, screenshot, you know what I'm saying, essentially, and you can impersonate a whole nother person. So just be aware, okay? I don't initiate anything between myself and viewers, followers, and subscribers. So I won't be telling you I want to do you a free reading. I won't be asking you if you want me to pull a card for you. I won't be saying I got some kind of word for you in your inbox, and, I won't be commenting either. I just want to tell you that too. I won't be commenting on your stuff. See, what some of the people are doing, the messy people, they're trying to start rifts, okay, with folks that are possibly of light, okay? And so if we're not paying attention, we'll just see, oh, that's that person's picture and they made a comment. It might not even be them making a comment. You never know who's actually behind the picture and the name, because anybody can put any name and any picture up. Okay, that's the thing about social media. Anybody can do that. On top of the fact that, now we're knowing that they actually cloning phones, accounts, and stuff like that. So we can't even all together really rely on, oh no, it came from this number. Did it? I don't know. Did it? Was that a cloned device, a cloned account? Okay, in order to create division, discord, misunderstandings amongst decent people, good folks, okay? So just keep that in mind, okay? Also, I just want to share, You know, in the world of social media and even in general, what I'm finding fascinating, many of you possibly are as well. Okay, none of us are perfect. Okay, that's shouldn't have to say it, but I'll say that it's a given. We all have strengths and weaknesses, and even if you are considered to be a good, decent, being, okay, we're not. You're not perfect. Okay, everybody has made mistakes. Everybody has flaws, but that is often lumped in together. Okay, so just be mindful. Like sometimes that's just an easy go to lump together everything when there's some stuff, there's fine lines. Okay, there's some stuff that's just ridiculous, some stuff is just malicious, some stuff is just downright toxic, versus we all got strengths and weaknesses, versus we all make mistakes. You see what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. Now, also, another thing that I'm finding fascinating is you have people that will be stalking you, talking about people are stalking them. We really got to open our eye. As I have a lot of people that does that. They're on my shit. I don't even know they exist. They be on my shit, commenting, talking about, they're being stalked. And in some cases, they think that I'm stalking them. I didn't even know they exist until they inserted their way into my shit. See, when people aren't really well, there's an imbalance. I'm not talking about reactive abuse or expressing emotion and upset. I'm talking about, first and foremost, let me give you an example. I'm not the only one in this plane of existence that's dated somebody famous. I'm not. So that means that if there's somebody out there in the universe just talking about that and discussing that, that don't mean that they following me around or that they're copying. You know what I'm saying? Narcissists are delusional. They like to take on the persona of your story and then flip it around like you're taking on the persona of theirs. But here's one of the things that you can use to help you on an individual basis. You can't do nothing about everybody else, but what you can do to help yourself is, as you're looking at things, it's like, okay, so this person is inserting themselves on someone else's platform. So who's possibly the stalker, or who's possibly, not up to snuff, because it's not the other way around. Because if that person truly believed it, let me explain what I mean by that. I'm aware of some of the things that are going on in terms of myself, right? Whether this is the stalkers, the copycatters, all of that. I'm aware. It has been brought to my awareness. However, what you're not going to see in terms of the legitimate me, what you're not going to see is me following them around on their shit and making comments talking about they copying and they stealing. I don't need to do that. When you know who you are and you know that that's not you, you're not trying to insert. You don't need to prove. You don't need to go onto their shit and say, you know who you are. You know what you about. You know what you're doing. You know what you're not doing. And you can care less about people's ignorance and assumptions, which should all be illegal. You care less. And these are the things we need to start looking at, because it's a time where I think people have a fantasy. I'm going to be honest, and this is my humble opinion. I think that people, when they have emotional things that they have not looked at, whatever that is, personality issues, emotional issues, inner child, when they have some of those things that they have not become aware of and or addressed, they have fantasies. Some of these people, especially agents of chaos, because that's how they get they come up. That's how they thrive. Okay, so they have an unspoken fantasy of people stalking them and people being jealous of them and people copying them. And it's like, you doing this by yourself because you on my shit, bitch. I'm not on yours. I don't even know who you are. Don't care. So, and then the assumption is like, for an example, I've been doing this for some years, okay? Years before TikTok existed. I've been, into different things for years. I've always kind of been multifaceted and always switching up something and changing up something and, doing something with my hair, makeup, different look, different things long before some of these motherfuckers even knew I existed. And however, their limited ability, this automatic assumption that something is related to them. It's like, bitch, I don't know you and don't care to. You're the one on my shit. Not the other way around, baby. I don't go on my stalker's shit. You see where I'm going with that? I'm aware of some stuff, but I don't go on their shit talking about they stalking me. I know what they're doing. I don't need to, I know what they're doing. And so I find it fascinating that weirdos get in this energy where it's like they come on your shit and talking about you. It's like, okay? Now, as I said, the lack, those are some of the things that will help you as you start to pay attention to that type of stuff. Because everybody claiming everything. But these are some of the subtle energies. When you know who you are, you're also open to the reality that other people, it's like, okay, sure, people got similar stories to me. If I'm as authentic as I'm saying. If my story is what it is, then I'm not the only person that dated somebody famous in the universe. I'm not the only person that dealt with maybe a narcissistic family dynamic. I'm not the only person dated a boxer. I'm not the only person who, and so you understand that it's not automatically, chances are it's the other way around, because why are you hoovering on that person's shit to begin with? That's a tell all by itself. So y'all, the legit people who ends up seeing this video, be mindful of all those things, especially in the realm of social media. Like I'm speaking, I've been doing, I've been creating content and speaking and teaching for years, but into different things for years. And it's fun. I kind of smile every blue moon where people really think wherever it is that I do, my look, my choices has anything to do with any of them. Because if anybody wasn't lazy and did their due diligence and would dig and go back, they'll see like, no, she been doing that kind of shit since folks she even knew your ass was on earth. Wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they trying to cop raw. Oh, they want to look wrong. Oh, they doing this wrong. Some of them don't even know nothing about your story, nothing. Because why? Because they ain't weirdo stalkers. You know what I'm saying? So that's because listen, collective, especially Honorable Feminine, you got some fascinating stories. And you got people out here in these here streets in this universe all over the globe. I mean, all over. Not just the vicinity of where you are. You got people from your past, and some of they people from they past. You know what I'm saying? All up on your shit. And they think you're like, excuse me, I don't even know what the hell. Like, for an example, you know how you, okay, I'm going to get into the reading here in a minute because this is actually a good reading for the collective. This is going to be more, once again, towards the energies of the collective here. And the title says, no matter what. And so the real reading here is going to be, you know, the good things, what's going on in your life, what's going on about you, what's going on in your energy, what's going on in your current, you know, circumstances that's actually a benefit to you. And that no matter what these karmics do, no matter what these haters do, no matter what these NPCs do, they will not, cannot affect it if you don't let it. And the reason why I want to do that is, once again, the empowerment series that I like to do when I'm trying to shift our focus from these NPCs, from these karmics and their antics, including deep state. Because I equate deep state to that. Karmics. NPCs. I equate fusions. Karmics. NPCs. Again, because who's willing to do these things if their soul or decency and humanity is in proper order and intact? So I have a feeling this reading is going to be very empowering, possibly one of my higher vibrational readings, because the readings tend to be heavy. They tend to be heavy because they tend to have karmic threads, which I'm really starting to believe that it's just another form of supply for them. I know this is going to get a lot of people's, you know, chonies in a bunch here, because it's like, you know, we do these readings and we're given the lowdown on, you know, woo-de-woo. And it can serve in a high vibrational sense if it's something that is by the viewer or the collective individual. If it's something that is just not for, like, oh yeah, like, no, it's something that is taken in, applied, and made proper adjustments as needed. Otherwise, it's just, I'm telling y'all, and no qualms. We all get where we get when we get there, how we get there. But I'm really starting to think it's kind of like, it's still energy. It's still energy. It's still a form. So if I come on here and I'm talking for 3 hours and I'm going off, that's 3 hours of supply for these NPCs. Even though I don't victim shame myself or I'm not beating myself up about any of that, I'm simply saying that, you know, doing that, even though they may not be in front of me, most of them are watching me. So it's just another form. This is how some of them gonna get they only 15 minutes in the spotlight. That's why some of them trying to elbow their way up in your energy to begin with. They trying to, you know, piss you off so you can go on your videos and talk about it. Because that's the only way they going to get in. Another passive way of trying to come up off of you. Just like when people come on your videos and comment dumb shit that reveals their hand. It's still another way to try to get you to engage. And I just want to throw that out there. And again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I ain't hating on all that. We all are led to whatever, you know. But it's like, let me say something to get them to engage, to get them to create accord between us to move their focus. Empowered, honorable beings aren't doing that. I promise you that. That's why I said we have to get over people's titles, people's discussions, people's jobs, because it's like you gotta look at that kind of shit too. They ain't on people's shit on some dumb shit, I promise. Even when they feel like they're right about a thing, like a person is doing something, they ain't there. They're too busy creating. They're too busy cleaning their energy in their spaces and creating and focusing on, they ain't on people's shit. They ain't finna to go over there and give them bitches and niggas shit willingly, consciously and knowingly. They're not finna go. They ain't doing that, yo. Anywho, let me start chit-chatting. Okay, so no matter what, no matter what kind of complexity, here. Where's my glasses? Damn it, motherfuckers. Anywho, let's get into the reading. And I gotta get going early here. So I decided to try to get on as earlier so I can get going to other shit. This may very well be the month of the filing, y'all. There was delays in my filing, but all of the information that's been coming out, I'm starting to realize why it was. And then I had to print out a different form that I was missing. One of the important forms, if you want them to take your case seriously, and you don't have a lawyer, it's one of the important forms in filing a RICO case. So I found that form yesterday and printed that out. Okay, on top of the new discoveries and informations that have come out. So in retrospect, the plan was to file within July, but in retrospect, I see why it was delayed. It's like, maybe so that it could be filed properly. On top of the fact that you file, the filing at the courts are free, but you have to serve the defendants. And depending on how many defendants you have, you have to serve each of them. I don't know if it's free. Maybe you can go to the sheriff's office, or if you get an independent private service. But either way, you see what I'm saying? So in my case, it may have been delayed all for a purpose. Also, so that, again, when you're dealing with this physicality, you cannot put all your eggs in one basket, and you certainly cannot trust it because it's narcissistically built. So you're going to have to really be able to play the narcissistic game. Okay, and so for me, maybe that's why a lot of it was stalled, so that I can be on that game and be up in that court, and they not be able to exploit my emotion and with their head, with their wizardry and shit, with their head fucks, because that's what they do. With their deflections and shit like that. That ain't even what we here for, so we ain't finna do that. You're off topic. We is not finna get into nothing. And Your Honor, motion that this is relevant based on, and the judge gonna have to go denied or shit. What they go? Sustained. Is the objection sustained? And then what's the other one? Objection overruled. Okay, yeah. It's gonna have to be overruled, bitch, because this ain't relevant here. You trying to get off topic. Scapegoat. The topic at hand is conduct here. The topic at hand is this enterprise behavior and harassment here, pertaining to, plaintiffs 1 and 2 here. What you want is another topic altogether, and you may have to look into that on a whole separate. And see, and that's something that I'm discovering and learning, and I feel like, okay, maybe that's a part of why it had to be delayed a little bit. Oh, but we filing, and I recommend you do the same. Because one thing is for sure about narcissists, which these people, whether they're diagnosed or not, they something. Okay, it's something. They do not quit. The only thing that they do is strategize to see if they can trick you into something, if they can delay. You know, they just try little different things here and there. Sometimes they're doing things based on what they think you're doing. So if you know, because most of them are tapping your devices, or there's possibly illegal surveillance where you spend a lot of time. So if they can hear or pick up or know, or you make a statement about, oh, I think I'm gonna spend a couple of days here, or I think I'm gonna go do this and that, and just to get away, then they might do something like that, and chances are that's to follow you there if that's what they think you're gonna do. Other cases is just to get you to see, it's like, okay, what they gonna do if I this, what they gonna do that. They don't actually stop. So I highly recommend that if you are able to, and you're dealing with a possible RICO case, definitely file, because it is gonna follow you. Like the young lady said on one of the videos I reposted, it's gonna follow. She moved from a different state to another state. And that's what I've discovered. Okay? It's going to follow you. I thought the same things. Oh, if I get away from this environment. Oh, if I get away from this person. Oh, if I, no longer engage with this person. Oh, if I live a very, kind of private and secret life, that has nothing to do with it. Because I'm probably one of the most private people. I don't really engage. But it's also how I know what helped me to understand what's going on. Because when you are that way, it only further helps you to realize that, oh, it is something else involved. Because I ain't even fucking with people like that. I'm not rolling with people. I ain't at people's houses and said, I got my sleeping spots, but that's as far as it really go. Ain't no real, And I've lost one. Of course my son's spot, I stay here, as well, but this is not my residence. Had 2 sleep spots, one I've lost due to it being compromised. And the one that was compromised actually was the one closest to him. The one that was closest, which is one of the whole reasons why I strategized the way I did to get him here to begin with. But that's another day, okay? Off topic. Let's get into the read. So no matter what, okay, they cannot affect the karmics, the toxics, the haters, no matter what. I think at the end, I'm going to use Oracle E for Black Lightning. Okay, rapid fire, Black Lightning here. So even though you may see this later, as you set your intentions, this still can apply. Energy is fluid, it's timeless. Okay? Because as you see that portion of the read come through, we got a tower right here, 16. Okay? Anywho, you can start setting your intentions and all of that. Okay? Boom. No matter what, something good, something that's benefiting the collective, something that's positive, higher vibrational, something that's in their favor, about who they are and in their current now moment, circumstance that these toxic individuals cannot take, stop, or impact if the collective don't let it. Benevolence. Let me see something. I just saw milk and honey. And some milk and honey. Milk and cookies. That's what makes honey. Milk and cookies. Imagine, clean it up, reverse. They can affect your mind. 2021 or 2021, 2120. They can't pull you into their dirty shit or the filth, or they can't mess up your shit if you don't let them with these head games. They can't dirty your future either. With this moon energy here, yeah. With their dirty tricks, with their little spell work, you know what I'm saying? They can't stop you. Yeah, your new life. These people aren't going to be able to impact your new life if you don't let them. 39 breaking down to a 10, 11, 12. 12. 2021, 12, 12, 21, 20. Okay? Something to do with twos. Twos are about choices. Twos are about balance. Twos are about yin and yang. Twos are about partnerships. Okay? Mending is in the reverse. Yeah, they can't affect what you're healing, what you're restoring, revitalizing, if you don't let them, with their attempts to try to higher power, because look, they can't affect your connection to the source of light. Let me see something. Did y'all see it? And all it's still shining, huh? Yeah, I thought it would help, but it didn't. Yeah. It says higher power with this 4 energy. Inner child, look it. And it's at the 3rd eye. And then it looks like angel's wings. And then it looks like a person, like a face here and then there. Like, yeah, your inner knowing. Your line to the vine within yourself. Orphaned. Treasure island, change in the wind. 12 again. 21, 12, 20. Loyal heart. Oof. The loyalty maybe to yourself, to your higher self, to the connection of source. Yeah, the fates, baby. They can't affect your fate. They can't affect your, let me turn this off because we need to see, Look, boom, nigga. That's you. You may kind of look like that. You may be melanated. Or it could be, you know what I'm saying, melanated people trying to affect your fate with this 17 energy. This is the star. This is the star. This is yours. This is healing. This is alchemy. This is recognition by the universe. You know what I'm saying? This is that self-love fairy. Look, all these stars. And maybe as you love yourself, hug yourself, smile at yourself, because you got all the people with their nasty narcissistic glares and shit. Loyal to yourself. Also, they can affect loyalty in terms of, like, maybe some of you all are manifesting loyal hearts, you know? And it ain't gonna be no dirt, no messiness, no nastiness, no game plan, no optical illusions, no word wizardry and sorcery, no fraud, no manufactured evidence, no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, chaos and conflict. Yeah, so no matter the chaos and conflict, some stuff is based on you with this hugging, loving on yourself, smiling at yourself, and redirecting your energy inward and not looking at all of these narcissistic glares and antics. Child. Because that's all that is. These NPCs is up to. All their street theater. No matter what, this is good. Thank you. I honor you, oversoul, higher inner soul, and benevolent, supportive guidance team that is truly of light and conscious expansion. Ancestries that are evolved here. I honor you. I thank you. Source of light creation. You know, one thing I want to say is the things that I've let go of, the sacred cows, man. The sacred cows. I know how I feel and what I stand on and what I believe, but I also know that when there are certain things that you cannot tangibly provide any hardcore evidence, then it's wisdom and it's intelligent to say, this is what I believe, this is what I resonate with, but I cannot tell you that I know emphatically. Have I went and knocked on Source's door? Now I can tell you I've had all kinds of very fascinating experiences, but that's subject to evaluation, isn't it? So I can't provide that, but I'm also okay with that. If humans could focus more on how they're showing up in reality in the now moments regarding themselves and everyone else around them, and not so much all this other stuff, the world would definitely be a better place. But the powers that be benefit off of chaos and division. They benefit off of that. That's just as sure as shit as the pharmaceutical. Okay, and I'm not anti-farm. I'm just saying, do you not think they're benefiting? Are they benefiting more on preventative, or are they benefiting more on the illness? Answer the question to yourself honestly. If it serves, you know, I try not to get into too many radical extremes on that. But when you start asking deeper questions, it makes you wonder. No matter what. I just looked at my cup. This is one of my coffee cups that I use to like hold my pens and markers and stuff like that. And it says, you are amazing. So for some of you, it's no matter what, you are amazing. So let them throw their dirt, let them throw their shade, let them look for dirt, let them, you know what I'm saying, try to clown you and all that kind of shit. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. Most of these people are a bunch of high schoolers that's trapped in high school. They're trapped in high school at age 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70 in some cases, and beyond. Trapped. Okay. So no matter what do we have? This is something that's beneficial about you, and this is something that is beneficial about the now moment, life circumstance. Okay? No matter what. No matter what. They can't affect this if you don't let them. No matter what. Oh, nigga. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Expansion is here. Jupiter energy is here. The wheel. The wheel. Honey, it says enthusiasm, your optimism, your generosity, your benevolence, your belief, your luck, travel, positivity, culture, teaching, pilgrimage, chance, expansion, leaping, exploration, potential. This is your lead, my nigga. You ain't crazy. This is your, you ain't crazy. You ain't crazy. It's not just your imagination running away with me. Oh, it's not just our imagination running away with me. Shit, niggas, let's sing this. Soon we'll get married and raise a family. Oh yeah. Shit. Okay, let's stop. I say to myself, I'm such a lucky guy. I tell you, it's truly a dream come true. That all the fellas in the world, you belong to me. It ain't gonna be just your imagination, honorable masculine, running away with you, nigga. Oh shit. It ain't just your imagination when you find a legit honorable feminine, and vice versa. Okay. Expansion. You see these rainbows? Look at that, y'all. Your love is, who sing that? Yeah. And then, but the end of the song is like, in reality, she doesn't even know me. So for some, it depends on if they're willing to step out of their comfort zone and not allow something, okay? Ooh, this is a bomb. Shit, it's Jupiter expansion. This is a bomb. Oh, come on. We have the sun coming out. They can't affect your enlightenment. They can't affect your happiness. They can't affect the birthing of whatever this is. Your essence, your energy, your self-awareness, your life force, your spirit, your creativity, your honor, in some cases, masculinity. So that could be pertaining to the actions that you take, but this could also be pertaining to a masculine distinction. Your style, baby. They can copy and paste from here to kingdom come. Okay? They are in their childish ego, okay? You don't have to let this childishness or them trying to provoke to get you, you know what I'm saying, into your ego. Self-sufficiency here, shine, heartbeat. Luck is, shit. Something. Oh, you're that nigga. Come on. We have Virgo here now. Somebody's an alchemist though. You might like wearing curly hair or curly wigs. Doesn't matter. But look at you. You're the alchemist. They can't affect this. It says methodical, aligned, your alignment, rituals, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy woman. See how high she flies. Subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solidarity, critical, curatorial. Okay? These people trying to criticize you or make you nervous or make you overthink. You know, you don't have to. You're an alchemist. Even when you make mistakes, that's what it's given. Okay? You might have full lips or somebody might like your lips because my eyes was just drawn to her lips. Okay? Virgo could be involved. Leo could be involved. This could also be pertaining to, you know, people. Again, you don't have to worry about, you know, these people are stealing and copying and pasting and, you know, the things that's been happening here. This is still fated for you. And it's your essence is something with this sun right here, or whoever the collective actually is. It says the what? Luminous mystery. Interesting. The numinous mystery, the numinous. The unknown is coming in the reverse. The unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, source, the unnameable, shadow work, inner knowing, tingling ghost, other world, space, enigmas, the occult, intuition. They can't affect your line to this knowledge, the mysteries, your psychic abilities. Child, I don't think I've ever got that card out after doing a reading. I think that's the first time I've seen it. And I had this deck for a little minute. Boom. Feelings. Your emotions, because that's what these people are, that's what these people are trying to do. It says instinct. Nurturing. Okay? Gut reactions, comfort, digestion, home. There it is. Family, conditioning, habits, femininity, lineage. They can't affect your shit. Privacy, embodiment, sustenance, self-soothing moods, mother. Oh, beautiful. There's the honorable feminine again. Ain't nothing they can do. They can hide this shit all they want. You're the alchemist. What they're doing to fuck with your emotions. And look, once again, I got sun and moon. So you're mastering something here. Sun and moon is illumination, but it's also eclipse. It's fire. It's fire. It's water. It's alchemy. And with the alchemist in the middle, honey, that might mean that if you don't let them, you're the alchemist. Whatever the fuck, nigga. Check. You're fire and water, nigga. Okay? You may be mastering something with these two different planets, these two different elements. I should say planets. I don't think they're considered planets. But anyway, or are they? But fire, water, masculine, feminine. Check. See it? Alchemy between the femininity and the masculinity within yourself. Also between the two, if this is about, because we do got loyal heart over here. So if this is about a connection that you all are co-creating and manifesting, ain't gonna be nothing they can, if we don't let them. Because it says if we don't let it. No amount of dirt, no amount of messiness, because we had clean is in the reverse. Clean it up. No amount of messiness, dirt, ain't shit for you to clean up. You ain't cleaning up their shit. Because some of this is just to keep you clean. No amount of dirt, trash, they can dig up the past, because we all got one, don't we? It ain't about not having a certain kind of past. It's about what did you alchemize, what did you learn from, and how did you make the changes from the inside out, and who are you in the now moment is what it's about. There are some people who like to try to dig up people's past, but they can't even, they got their own skeletons on top of their own current that they can't even fucking live right and be any different, and they still out here trying to, you see what I'm saying? That trips me out too. It's like we got killers that's trying to get people caught up. You brought in your investigation. You did that. By coming for me. You did it. By hiring a whole state. You did it. You did it. You did. So no matter what, somebody's got feelings though. Again, there's definitely somebody's got feelings for somebody no matter what. It's not in somebody's head. Because sometimes people want to like, maybe this is in my head. No, it ain't. Imagine it's in the reverse. And cleaning up in reverse could also mean that there's something that is already clean. It's already pure. It's done. Could be it's done. It's done. And there's nothing that they can do about it. There's nothing for you to fix. There's nothing for you to further clean up. It's something that's not your responsibility. The higher power is here. It's going to also be indicative of judgment being in your favor. Because of whatever people did to you, or whatever kind of situation people manufactured, whatever interferences played a role. So it's not something for you per se. Yeah. And when people fail to clean up what they have done, you're manifesting some kind of loyalty, loyal heart to yourself, expanding some kind of luck in your favor here. Alchemy. Okay, no matter what, okay? And let's see a skill set. We're going to get some skill sets that they can't take from you, whoever you are, collective. It's no amount of games, no amount of psychic war, and you know what I'm saying, MK Ultra, V2K, and all their little sound effects, poof. and flicker like all, you know, all the shit that they're doing. The alchemist here, yeah. To have a girl. Yeah, there's a masculine somewhere. To have a girl like her is truly a dream come true. And if this is about honorable feminine, then it is so not about what people think it's about. I've been saying this for years too, because you always get energies that come in. They be like, well, I look better than her, and I'm this, my body is tighter, I'm younger, I'm this, I'm that, and that ain't got shit to do with it. There are plenty of men that will concur to what I'm saying if they're in their latter years or they've matured. And the reason why they're concur, because they've chased all of that. They had all of that. They had, you know what I'm saying, the women with the tightest bodies, young twat, you know what I'm saying? They had all of that. So-called conventionally, you know, beautiful in the Western Hemisphere's terms, and, you know, all of those things. They had all that. And it was a living nightmare. It drained them dry. All damn near took their life the fuck up out of here. Some of them, they did take their life the fuck out of here. Because some of them landed in jail. Ain't been the same since. Some of them just a shell of a man because they gone. They went to the soul snatcher, soul eating femme fatale. All right, so no matter what, this is something they can't take from you, something they cannot affect in a negative light if you don't let it. Mindfulness skills. Some of you got mindfulness skills, okay? Somebody does. Yeah, mindfulness skills and interpersonal effectiveness. Interpersonal skills is about how you communicate with others and being able to discern and, you know, and be assertive. Yeah, it says assertiveness. It says 44. Being assertive is not the same as being aggressive. Okay, assertive people can politely say no to requests they don't like. They set personal boundaries if someone tries to take advantage of them. And they can ask to have their own needs met. Today, do your best to be appropriately assertive. And you've been doing this, and they can't change that. This is a part of the backlash that you have gotten, some of you collective, is they made your assertiveness skills, your interpersonal effectiveness skills in the terms of boundaries and saying no and asking for what you want. They turned that into something that's disrespectful, demanding, and, you know, unfriendly. And that's because they couldn't get their way. You wouldn't allow yourself to be victimized. Okay? But again, I'm going to read this again. 44. For some of you, this could have started kicking in at age 44, where you start realizing that you needed to stand up for yourself. You needed to start setting some boundaries here. You needed to start saying no. Okay? Being assertive is not the same as being aggressive. They both start with the letter A. Assertiveness does not mean you're an asshole, though it has ass in the name. Sometimes we have to be assertive because we're dealing with asses. Okay? Asses that are being aggressive. Okay? But being assertive is not the same as being aggressive. Assertive people, this is a behavioral health deck, by the way. It says dialectical behavior therapy. So this is based on behavior therapy. If there's any of you out there thinking that this is just some woo-woo, this aspect of this, it's not. Assertive people can politely say no. The only people who have a problem with that word are usually predators, opportunists type, abusers. It says politely. It didn't say they rudely said no. It says politely say no to request that they don't like. They set personal boundaries if someone tries to take advantage of them. And they can ask to have their own needs met. They can't take that from you if you don't let them. And so, because some of you, what they're doing is they're trying to push you into compliance. They're trying to wear you down with all of their tantruming and all of their antics and all of their bullying and all of that. All of their threats. Yeah, somebody's learned distress tolerance skills. This is another reason. See, this is the healthy stuff. Because you see, this stuff is what you do versus, just going out there continuing to be an addict, do shit that's going to further complicate and hurt your life, doing shit that's going to possibly have long-term damaging effects to your life and others. This is the healthy form of distress. Card number 9, card number 44. This could be the path of humanitarian, or this could be the wounded warrior. This could be about all of these, having confidence in yourself, people trying to affect your mind, people trying to create mental health needles. This is why they keep repeatedly doing certain things. It says here, we all have challenging experiences in life. Sometimes the difference between succeeding and failing is the message that you tell yourself. They can't stop that because they can't drive you crazy because you know that you're not. That's why what they're doing is not effective. Today, create a positive coping thought. Like, I'm not going to say I'm a survivor. I'm going to say I'm empowered. And I heard the song, I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm going to make it. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. Yeah. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work harder. Yes. I won't give up. To encourage yourself to succeed and remind yourself of your personal strengths. Your personal strength is, some of you, your mind is sharp, which is why you can see through the antics of them trying to make your mind bad. That's why they're doing all of this. Let's be aggressive. Let's create a hostile environment. Let's create all this so their mind can be bad. So we can drive them mad. They can't do it. Not if you don't let them. Because you got too many distress tolerance skills. You have interpersonal effectiveness, distress tolerance skills. You're also somebody who is a true philanthropist or humanitarian. You're still taking out the time, looking for safe opportunities to possibly reach out, you know what I'm saying, to those who, you know how to make simple requests. You know how to align and find. They can't take that from you either. Some people could be upset with you because you do have a knack, because this is considered an interpersonal skill when it's not in a low vibration, when it's not locked into the basal malevolence. So there's a skill set of being able to tap into those who may sincerely want to be a support, and not in this weird, taken advantage of, manipulative, one-sided, ill-intentioned type way. And that's a good thing. 46 breaking down to a 10, it's about cycles. Okay? That's not a bad thing. Sure as shit, they all have people that are supporting them, but for whatever reason, when it comes to the collective, then they want to turn it into something that is actually true about them. For example, ask a stranger for the time or directions. Ask an employee to help you find something. Ask for a small favor. The more you practice, the easier we get. And as an empath, your needs really get put on the back burner, and you get brainwashed into thinking that you are an inconvenience, and that asking for support or what you want is taking advantage of people, is a weakness, is too much, is all these things, so that you'll just take it all on yourself, but then at the same time continue to help all these other people in your own way. And the very people that is trying to convince you that you're too much, that you're extra, that you're taking advantage, that you're a gold digger, that you're lazy, that you're good for nothing, that you're a slacker, that you're the main ones that are trying to portray that about some of you. That's who these people are. They can't keep their hands out of people's pockets for 5 minutes. They don't even know how to go to the bathroom without assistance. And I'm not talking about, situations where something happens to you. I'm just saying they're some of the most codependent types. They can't even go to the gym, and be by themselves for 5 minutes without being glued to their phone the entire time talking to somebody, because they can't. But you codependent, you needy, you extra. No, you're not. You know the difference between, this is what they can't take from you. You know the difference between healthy support that everybody could use, healthy request, healthy support that, everybody's got seasons, everybody's goes through things. You know the difference. This is what they can never take from you. This is why you know who you are, which is why the head fuck can't work. You know you're not a slacker. You know you're not a gold digger. You know you're not whatever this is. You also equally know on the flip side, when people are trying to take advantage of you per se, that there's a vast difference between healthy supporting versus codependency. Effective, once again, this is falling under interpersonal effectiveness. Give me 2 more, and then we're gonna go into tarot, and then we're gonna go into rapid fire. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm working harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna survive it. I'm a survivor. And a part of their antics is to try to wear you out. But you got too many of these distress, tolerance, and effective skills here. It's just too many. Too many, too many. Emotional regulation. Look, did I say it? So we have interpersonal skill, distress, tolerance skill, emotional regulation skill. Card number 33. So let's check. We got master's numbers. You guys are mastering something here. Okay, we have 33 and 44. Definitely somebody is an ascended master or a mastery. You're in some kind of mastery. Oh, oops. It says, reduce your cognitive vulnerability. It says today, record your negative thoughts about yourself and others that trigger painful emotions. Then do your best to create an alternative, healthy coping thought. For example, instead of I am a failure, you reframe it. Mistakes happen. And to everyone, including me. This is acceptance. This is about accepting your own vulnerability that they can't explain either. So the fact that you've made mistakes, the fact that you're not perfect, the fact that, whatever this is, it's like, yeah, they can't use that. It's like, no, we're not going to do that because I bleed. I have a good heart. And yada, yada. So this is also the energy of no matter what, people trying to dig up your past or every little flaw about you. Yeah, they not all that either. You know what I'm saying? They people that be doing that be the main ones having like a shit ton, mountain ton of toxicity. Currently, they be the ones that scheming on you, plotting on you, innocent lives, stealing, harming. But they talking about your minor issues. Your minor mistakes. They can't fuck with you with that. It's here. You done done that. You done done that. It's like, that ain't gonna work either. That ain't gonna work either. And when your own mind, the cognitive, when that stuff starts to stir up, you've learned how to deal with it within yourself in this healthy manner. Like, okay, I shouldn't have did that. I did not listen to my inner knowing, and this is it played a role in creating this. I made a mistake, or I did what I could with the choices that I had, and this is what it is. Whoa, and that's why that's not gonna work. Now we got mindfulness skills here. That's why that's not gonna work. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm saying I got a good 10 people to block today and remove. If y'all haven't figured this out yet, I have a strategy. So with those of you that are following me and you're coming in my lives and I see that and you're not liking, you're consider yourself blocked. Okay? I don't care about losing followers. In fact, I believe if I can clean house and purge, I may be making room. Not that there's a limited amount, but it's like the more of the toxicity that I can get to and purge, perhaps that's making more room for the energies in which really align. So I'm not on that. Okay. I go through these seasons. I did this over the last 3 years. If I hadn't been purging throughout these 3 years, I possibly would have been at 20,000 followers by now. But the reason why, in part, other than the shadow banning, other than the watch listing, blacklisting, playing with shit, other than that, because that is happening. But other than that, it's because I go through spurts where I'm purging, I'm blocking, block, 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 block. Because some of it is just people hate watching or reconning or whatever you want to call it. Hate watching, reconning, what they can copy and paste. Boom. Negative judgments. Yeah. Yeah. You're letting go. Yeah. Boom. Boom. One more. No matter what. There it is. Observe your inner and outer experience. 17. There it is. That's healing. That's attention. That's the star. That's goals and dreams. Sit quietly and relax using mindful breathing. So you're mindful of what you're paying attention into. You've learned how to constantly adjust that proverbial seesaw. That is your mind, that is energy, that is life, and that is what folks are trying to pull and lull you into. It says sit quietly and relax using mindful breathing. Place your focus on a nearby object and observe its details. Many of you may do this like with the flame. Maybe you focus on your heart chakra. It says next, refocus your attention on your body. So you're learning how to scan and shift from outside to in and in to out as you need to. Okay? And observe how you feel. Finally, put your attention on each of your 5 senses. And so y'all learned this in yoga, some yoga classes I attended in Vegas. So it's quiet and you tune into everything. You tune into the sounds, the sights, the smells, like the 5 senses. And it says, notice what you observe without judging. Okay, so some of you know how to shift. That's what this is about. You know how to, when you are fluxing and you feel like you're going too far, maybe over into the external, you know how to get into the internal. When you feel like you're concentrating too much on what others are doing, you know how to go within without judging. You know how to shift using mindful breathing techniques. When people are trying to distract you, you know, there's some of you are learning the technique, what they're doing with sound, what they're doing with visuals. Okay. Beautiful. So it looks like no matter what you've gotten, somebody's got these mindfulness skills, interpersonal effectiveness, assertiveness. You know how to alter your subconscious and your mind here. And you know how to regulate your own emotions here when you're triggered. Okay? By your mistakes, when people are trying to drug up your mistakes. or when you're looking at your circumstance and you feel like it was a mistake that led you to, you know what I'm saying, the current state that you're in, you know how to regulate that. And this is something they can't take from you, which is why this is beneficial, which is why you win. You see where I'm going? This is some powerful shit. And then look, it says distress tolerance number 1, engage in pleasurable activities. You know how to find it. And you know that it's important. As much as it's important for us to face reality, as much as it's important for us to own the reality and the experience for what it is, equally so to find pleasure. Because if we're waiting to when we ain't got no problems, then you're not going to have no pleasure. You're not going to have any. If we're waiting for everything to be solved and over, then that's how they can have power and control over you, because all they have to do then is just to keep creating something. Make a list of pleasurable activities, including activities that you used to enjoy, that you no longer do, and commit to doing one pleasurable activity each day. And see, that's what I had started doing. Like for me, I like singing, I like dancing. For me, since I was about 4, I always loved playing in makeup and dressing up. I was a 4-year-old wanting my Jordache jeans and my boots and my body blouse. Okay, whoop. Okay. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, it's for me. It's for me. Those things, and they, you know, your haters, these are the things that they target and attempt to ruin for you, if they can. Okay? It says doing one pleasurable activity each day for the next week. So let's do it. Let's make a challenge here with this number 1 energy, with this magician energy. We have all the tools it takes to do so. For the next, whenever you see this video, okay, whenever this lands, from that moment, that day and that moment on, 7 consecutive, it could be a simple, grand, just one pleasurable activity. And I want to add, this activity cannot be something that's inherently toxic and harmful, okay, illegal or intrusive on another, okay, and hopefully not on yourself. So a pleasurable, healthy, legal, okay, just, fair, and balanced, okay, thing. Because some people take pleasure, you know, it's called sadist and Machiavellian. So we want to clarify that. One, and just each day, just one thing. Remind yourself, be specific with what, where, when, and how. So that'll help you. So for an example, let's say, what is a pleasurable thing? One each day. So let's say day 1. Day 1, I'm going to go to the gym. Some of you, it's the gym, and you know that you like to do, or you want to go get a massage. Day 1, I'm going to, at this time over here, I'm going to go do that for 10 minutes. Day 2, I enjoy reading books, you know, at bookstores and, you know, and having a cup of coffee. I'm going to go get that this day, 10 minutes, this book. You don't have to tell anybody. This is stuff that you're making to yourself. Okay? If it's singing and dancing, day 3, at this time, this date, for this amount of time, I'm going to put on my favorite music and for 30 minutes, for an hour, and I'm going to sing and dance like ain't nobody watching, like nobody's business. Day 4, you know, I'm going to doll up, you know. This is something that I used to like to do. I'm going to just, and this is going to be for me. Doesn't have to be a special occasion. Doesn't have to be going on a date. Don't have to be any of that. I'm going to, you know, whatever I have at my disposal. I'm going to bring out my arsenal. I'm going to fix my wig. Okay, I'm going to do some wig restorations. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And see how that, what does that do for you? And look, did it necessarily solve, this is what I want to talk about, like, did it necessarily solve all of your woes in life? Well, no. Did it necessarily solve the ones that's getting on your nerves? No, because that's what they're there for. They're actually doing what they're programmed to do. And if we're waiting for them to not do it, we're in trouble, y'all. That's all I can say. If we're waiting for people to not be toxic, if we're waiting for people to get a heart where that empty, bottomless pit, square box, you know, that they have in their chest cavity, then we're already done, because that's not happening. If we're waiting for people to stop being obsessed, that ain't happening either. If we're waiting for people to go to jail, they may go to jail, but I can guarantee you it's going to just be the next slew of people and some of them may even be doing it from jail or do it by proxy because they mad they in jail. If we're waiting for the RICO case to be complete and the judgment in our favor, that thing, they don't tell you how long that, they don't tell you that, how long that thing could be drawn out. It's more than filing, getting them served, and then they can motion and petition, and that thing could go on for however long. So it may serve us to figure out ways, and many of you already have. That's why this is coming out. And it's saying that if you don't let them, because you've already managed this, but keep that. Because their street theater and their antics is an attempt to take that. Their spell work, their hate, their projection of hate, because, you know, believe it or not, concentrated energy is spell work. Even if it's not something official, like a literal, air quote, so-called official. Boom. And knowing when to take a time out. Yeah, knowing when to rest, nothing to prove. Because for some of you, they want to get you in this overactive energy. Because you're trying to prove that they can't stop you. You don't need to prove, because you're not stopping. You're resting. There's a difference. And at your command. And so one of the things that I've been doing is I'm asking my oversoul, inner soul, like when something's unnatural, show me how to navigate, help me to align with navigating and breaking that. Because sometimes it's unnatural. Sometimes it's a tactic to keep you in what you're thinking is a state of rest, but it's essentially just to keep you inactive. So you can activate those things too, and you'll notice that if it's unnatural, you'll be able to sift and be assisted through it. Like, wait a minute. Nah, this don't feel right. Okay? Yeah. Mindful breathing. One, two, three. When you see the truth, when things are revealed to you, or when people are violating your privacy possibly, yeah, everybody deserves a break, even you. Just a few, even if it's just a few minutes. Going for a walk. I love walks. By the way, it's something that they'll attempt to take from you. If you like nature walks, but there's a way you can take back the power on that too. Get you some noise canceling beats. Get you some shades, eyeglasses. And there you go. See that? Because these are ways that they're continuing to try to intrude on the things that you do. Go someplace special. Change up your routine. Make time to take care of your health. That's not stopping or giving up. That's making sure that you can continue. Which includes pleasure, taking breaks, focusing on your own needs instead of everything and everybody else. They can't take this from you. He's bringing this 6 energy. The universe is reciprocating. Helping you to balance out because of people taking from you, from people stealing from you, people trying to continue to do that via these trashy tactics. Okay? Boom. No matter what. I'm a survivor. Yeah, I'm a star. Shit, like, I just saw that Ace of Pentacles. The universe has got you. You're the gift. You're gifted no matter what. Okay? The universe is supporting you. You're being supported by the universe, by, benevolent energies. Boom. Okay. So once again, no matter what, these haters, these karmics, these NPCs, these toxic individuals that have been trying to continually to negatively impact your life, possibly this Emperor in the reverse, Aries, which is, for me, Emperor reverse is the narc. Okay? No matter what. Okay? What is something good? What's benefiting about the collective and about their current circumstance? About them and their current circumstance. Okay, Page of Wands. Maybe you're in this youthful energy. Maybe, you're getting good news. You're very insightful. A new beginning here. Knight of Wands is in the reverse. You're not dealing with players. You're not flighty. Okay, which is good news. You're not a hoe. You're not flighty. You're not in and out. You're not entertaining in and out energy. Good time, Charlie and Sally. And as a result, because you're not hoeing or you're not letting people hoe in you. Huh? You're preserving your sexual energy. You're not dealing with people that's just trying to come and siphon that. No matter what. Page of Wands, that's message, that's youthful. This is a new beginning. Vibrancy. But Six of Pentacles. You have what it takes to create balance with your positivity, with playfulness, with, you know, youthful insight, speaking certain things. You know how to sow possible seed. No matter what. Page of Wands. Your happiness. Didn't I say it? Ten of Cups. Happiness. Wounded warrior. No matter the attacks that your family, that no matter the petty shit that your family and other people do. Because look at page 9 to the 10. That's 10 of Wands. To try to burden you. Because you're happy-go-lucky or something like that. They think you're happy-go-lucky. Oh, you're the Empress no matter what, nigga. If this is honorable feminine, look at you. And you know how to work them elements, baby. No matter what your mama do, a mother figure, baby mamas, your family members, somebody, no matter what. No matter what, you're this Empress. Honorable feminine, no matter what. Child. That's what I'm talking about. You can always begin again, and it's going to always lead to the 10. You know how to sow into yourself and your own happiness. Page of Wands, 10 of Cups, the Empress. Also, no matter what, people are going to see you as good news, no matter what these people do. This could be your soul tribe here with this 10 of Cups, bringing in good news for you, seeing you as good news. This could be family members that ain't fucked up, you know, the ones, or soul tribe, the ones that ain't all together in the narcissistic web. Five of Pentacles and Page of Cups. You're cutting out immaturity. What? Nine of Wands, it came out. No matter what. Holding confidence in yourself. No matter what people try to do to you, no matter people trying to say you crazy, people trying to drive you crazy. What people, you know, have to say about you when you didn't have any other options. People taking from you. No matter what, you're getting charity. You know, the universe is going to help to bring this balance out. You're helping to bring this balance out because no matter what, because people have been abusing you, attacking you, taking from you. You know how to balance these attacks out. These attacks and these accusations and this theft. No matter what. Six of Pentacles is here. Taking back what's yours. You're a warrior. I'm a survivor. Nine of Wands. Temperance angel. Balance. Chariot. Upright. Nigga what? Nigga what? No matter what with these betrayals. This could be you. It's coming to an end. But look how she laying there on her side. They went for the juggler. And she laying there looking at her phone. Everything is fine. Also, you know, no matter what people did, pretending like everything is fine, what they were doing to you, and it's on the right side of her body primarily. So this could be to do with a lot of toxic women. Or people, you know, attacking you because of your creativity. And for some of you, it's something you do on the phone, on the internet. You have a sense of direction and purpose, no matter what. You're taking the ranks. Chariot, Temperance Angel, Empress. They cannot, child. They cannot. This is going to always bring about the balance in your life, because you're an earth angel. These people didn't have no business doing that. They should have read the fine print anyway. Deep state. Fusion centers. Practitioners that should have been more investigative. No matter what, look at that. Good gravy. You're strong. No matter what, you're strong. No matter what kind of stubbornness, these people's stubbornness and them trying to assault you and attack you, trying to stop your sleep and all of that because they missed opportunities of trying to get you to, you're over it. You're over it. It says over it. You're over it. Gone, child. This is you. All the things that you go through here with this Nine of Wands here. For some of you, this is at the hands of your immature family and mother and all the people they've employed and recruited. No matter what, you're this Temperance Angel. You balance things out. Yeah. Yeah, this Queen of Wands. Who is Queen of Wands reversed? Yeah. This. Why is Queen of Wands in the reverse here? This could be them trying to attack, get you off your throne, attack your confidence and stuff like that. But why is the Queen of Wands in the reverse? Oh, you know the truth. You have truth and clarity. Yeah, no matter what, you know the truth, nigga. No matter what, you know the truth about this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. No matter what, you know the truth. You gonna get to the truth. You know the truth, and you see clearly about their lying asses. No matter what, you know the truth that they are a lying, thieving motherfucker. You can see clearly their little schemes, their little tricks. You know the truth about what they've been doing. Three of Cups is in the reverse in your life. You'll always have the truth is in your favor. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords can be backing you up energetically in the spirit. This could be an ancestor, a passed on loved one. And then we have a King of Cups. You know the truth about possibly what they did to a King of Cups. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You know the truth, and they may know the truth now. Yeah. And this is also balance of emotion. So no matter what, you're emotionally mature. Okay, you're in this energy. You know you've been dealing with this dark witch, her. Okay, these people who really got low self-esteem, they abuse, you know, femme fatale, all of that sort of shit, spell work, baneful work, I should say, on earth angels. Okay, you see it, you know it. Okay, and you have matured through this. You have truth and clarity that has led you to a King of Cups energy as well. Which means this. In the King of Cups, in a healthy vibration, they're more inner. They manage it inside. Queen of Cups is often very externally loving and overly giving sometimes. But a King of Cups knows when to hold. It's not that they're not there. They just know when to hold them in. Okay, and they also communicate with emotional intelligence. Okay, they're connected to their emotion body in a healthy way and use it to get into a Queen of Swords energy to cut away. Okay, in a soft sense, you know, but still cutting it away with this truth and clarity. This is you, King of Cups, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. No matter what, you have this clarity, this maturity, this emotional awareness. These people's obsessions. No matter what, you're free from these chains. You're free from these addictions and these controls and this abuse. And you know the truth about these people's obsessions with you, with trying to abuse you, with trying to make you go crazy, with trying to take you through things over and over again, trying to affect your confidence, to get you your choices. You're not confused. You're removing blockages. You know what people have been doing to affect your options and choices. You also know what people have been doing to get people to choose, not to choose you. Two of Wands, Nine of Wands in the upright, by making it appear like you're somebody crazy while they were secretly doing things to you and your family. No matter what, you see this clearly. And they can never, nothing they can do about it. Yep, you see through their illusions. Seven of Cups. You know people were trying to poison you. You know people were trying to trap you. You know people were trying to take your options. No matter what, you have other options. Slow and steady is winning the race. You know that people have been trying to slow you down with procrastination, with illusions and tricks and traps. But no matter what, slow and steady is winning the race. You have something solid to offer. And you are manifesting something that has something solid to offer. You know that people have been trying to create resistance. You've been dealing with stubborn people. That's disillusion. Yeah. No matter what, you heal and you're over it. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah. And now the Ten of Swords in a different form. Two of Cups. Yeah. To the Ten of Swords to the Three in the reverse. You're over, no matter what, you're over it. No matter what, you heal. No matter what, you see the truth. And they can't take that from you. Page of Swords. There it is. You learning something, honey. You studying. You see the truth that you're dealing with people that are stalking you. You're dealing with deep state. You're dealing with fusion centers. You're dealing with, you see and know the truth, but you are healing. and you are learning and you're studying and you're investigating this corruption hereupon in reverse. And you know that that's going to be dealt with, that they're being watched. Yep. No matter what, you study, you learn, you grow, you're walking away from things, these betrayals, but also they're being studied, they're being watched, they're being surveillanced as these people with their obsessions with causing this stuff for you. As you walk away, what's happening, collective, is as you walking away from stuff and these stalkers, obsessed individuals can't help themselves, they're being surveillanced. Even though they think they're smart by bringing in different people and different tactics, they don't even realize how long that they've been being watched. So their device is being tapped. Their account's being tapped. Because what they forget to take into account is, sure as shit as they do what they do, there's powers that do what they do better and know how to hide it from them just as sure as shit if they try to hide it from you. They don't know. So they know who people's friends and family members are. They know who people's children are. They know who people's employers are. They know who live in complexes and who they connected to. They know if somebody knows Judge so-and-so, Clerk so-and-so, Agent so-and-so. So as you walk away, this is putting a burden on them because how gifted you are, because you keep being guided. You're being watched, you're watching, you're being guided, and no matter what they keep trying to do, you're gifted. There's an offer here. The universe is going to always have some hidden in the cloud. Some hidden in the cloud. Yeah, judgment's in your favor. Yep. Something hidden in the cloud because people have been stalking you and paying people to do stuff to you. And for this reason, judgment's in your favor. Yeah, because this was injustice. This was not right. This King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Yep. These greedy people. Because something was supposed to be yours in the first place. Could do with a house. And something somebody wanted for themselves or some money. And this is one of the reasons why you're going to always have this. Because you wasn't supposed to be going through this other shit to begin with. For some of you. This is why. That's why people need to just go somewhere, sit down, and be quiet. Because some people are being granted gracious things because they've had meddlers trying to stop their stability, which is what deep state does, which is what fusion centers do, which is what toxic people do. And so because of that, there's an energy that's going to always be here. Because the collective was never to experience this stuff to begin with. Things were set in motion long before for them so that they wouldn't have to be subjected to this bullshit. And the greedy karmic bloodlines and people in which they grew up with are going to be dealt with, are being dealt with. Yeah, there it is, Hierophant in the reverse. Your toxic family. Or some crooked somebody, these two crooked masculine energies. Possibly here. Or these couples, these toxic, yeah. These attacks. Yeah, it's over. Cycles is closing out. You know, no matter what, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, I think. Why is the world here representing something good for the collective? The world, because we have the world, we've got Judgment and the Ace of Pentacles. These are all good energies to have in the upright. And then we have the Four of Wands. So how is this working in their favor? Two of Pentacles. So this is about balance. Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Negativity. The ending of negativity. Cutting away negativity, theft. Balancing out. An end to theft, an end to the negativity, an end to people. This Emperor's a narcissistic energy. Queen of Cups. Oh, they're being blocked. Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. From whatever people stole and held back. So there's some kind of new beginning, because from whatever people were stealing and blocking and holding back, you're creating balance and a new beginning, the Fool. They never saw that coming. Very methodical. Yeah. Two of Cups. Lovers in reverse. Interesting. Empress coming out. They could be being blocked. These people could be being cut out and blocked out of your energy so that you can get some kind of balance. Because they keep holding back, trying to have power and control over you, keep trying to cause confusion, keep trying to juggle. And so there's a world that's going to be closing out these cycles of people being able to be narcissistic and block out as you continue with the practices that you have over here. Okay, you got some powerful energies supporting you. Yeah, these losses, these people that didn't want you to get your flowers, get your honor where honors due. People who didn't want to honor you, people who didn't want you to have any wins and successes. Yeah, keep trying to steal it. Okay, so let's do rapid rapid fire black lightning. Okay, at this juncture of the reading, as you're seeing it on YouTube, this is where you take several cleansing breaths. If this is your reading so far, this is where you tap into your highest oversoul or your inner self and your ancestry to see what jives with you. It should be jiving. Okay, with you, but something that's true, something in the moment that is yours, that you embody, that's a part of you, that is a part of your experience, that's actually a benefit, that's actually helpful, that's actually benevolent, and in your favor, that your haters can't do shit about. If you don't let them. You can interpret these as it applies to you. It says, I got your back, 24, breaking down to a 6. You are supported, okay? I got your back. GPS, you're being guided through these devilish energies here. 15, because they're tracking you, and somebody else is tracking you too. These toxic, deep state, weirdo motherfuckers and their little, their little minions and employees. They're about to be a wrecking ball to their asses right here. There's a wrecking ball here. 46 breaking down to a 10. These people that keep trying to cause towers and shit. There's about to be a wrecking ball coming towards that ass. Okay? Black lightning. Leaping in love. Okay. We have 6 and 7 here. Some of y'all are moving forward in love. That's going to have your back. GPS. All right. Brand spanking new. There's your new beginning with the 9 energy. Shit. New beginnings and shit. Boom. Free falling. Free. No matter what. You'll be able to manage whatever is coming to an end. This stress tolerance skill it fell on top of. Free falling. Free falling. This dude abides. Okay, I got your back. The dude abides. GPS, leaping in love. Brand spanking new. Free falling. Maybe you're going to be able to relax. And I'm free. Free falling. Baggage be gone, nigga. Oh, I love this card. Poof. 17 energy. Your hopes, goals, dreams, aspirations. Healing the star. Baggage be gone. Yes, sir. Shit. I still keep getting that same image of being outside with drawing triangles and circles and, getting hangers and holding it up to the sky and then putting the other. It's the energy of, I'm going to try everything there is to try. Period. I don't care how foolish and ridiculous. Nigga, until this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be like, shit, liar and shit, but bitch, beat me up, Scotty. What do I need to say? What do I need to say? What button do I need to push? I remember it was a couple of years ago. I was on a live. I think I was on a live, or it was a comment on a video I made or something like that. And somebody said it was about something about healing codes and something like that. And the person was like, where do I put those numbers in? The person asked, where do I put those numbers in? Do I put it in the phone or what? I laughed so hard because it was a fair question, but it was kind of like one of those literal things where do I push these numbers in? It's like somebody's like, look, who do I need to call? Shit, Ghostbusters? What do I need to do to get rid of these here these here more than that. Anyway. Step outside my do. Shit. Hold on, this guy like, what? Come get me, shit, bitch. Okay. It's like, she's like, stop telling me shit, bitch. What, am I not pushing the numbers? No, you have to push this way. Well, my father, shit. Don't deal with a Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, there you go, Magician. You got card number 1, the Magician. Right side up. So we're going to say something is being atoned for, made, balanced, and corrected. No matter what, you know, you have all the tools it takes to build. Time out. Entangled. 13, death. Loud and clear. Brought some confusion. Somebody got entangled in something. Okay. Boom. Lost focus. Boom. Boom. Abracadabra. There's a 21 energy, a 1 to 21. So this is almost like from the very beginning, no matter what, something is being corrected. Cycles are being closed out. Lessons learned. But I want to get a tarot to see. I want to get something to show who's got somebody's back. Again, this could be ancestors, source, spirit guides, your higher over soul, and this could actually be a person. Who's got the collective's back here? I got your back with this 24 breaking down to a 6, which can represent lovers, partners. But who's got the collective's back truly here? That was the leading energy. I got your back. Ace of Cups is in the reverse. This could be a passed on loved one, or a lover of the past that either you rejected their offer, they rejected yours, or somebody that's going through sadness and crying, or caused you to cry. The Sun is in the reverse. High Priestess reverse. Somebody who knows the truth about that, maybe. Yeah, 9 of Swords. Somebody that's stressing out about an opportunity here. Rejection. 9 of Swords. They could be going through that themselves. These attacks. 7 of Wands in the reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus. Maybe somebody that was sacrificed. If it's somebody that's passed on. I missed an opportunity. 3 of Cups. Brand spanking new. So this could be somebody that's wanting to start brand spanking new. They got your back to help turn the wheel in your favor. And it could be a King of Cups. Yeah, well, now we got a court card out. The King of Cups. Okay? That, for some of you, if it's a passed on King of Cups, if it's not a passed on King of Cups, this is somebody who maybe they were a part of the dishonor. Okay, they could be crying, going through losses themselves right now. They could have been a part of causing this for you. Going through losses, this was dishonorable, but they got your back pertaining to this dishonorable shit that people have been doing. Nine of Swords. How do this energy have the collective back? Yeah, corrupt leader. The Hierophant in reverse. They know about it. Hell, they could have been involved with it. They may know the corrupt police officer, the corrupt landlord, the corrupt manager, the corrupt housing authority person, the corrupt, you know. And they themselves could have got caught into some kind of trouble. How has this King of Cups got the back of the collective? Explain how. How is this? Two of Cups. Okay, they love you. Okay, Two of Cups. Maybe partnership, a partnership. Oh, they're walking away. Two of Cups, Eight of Cups, Ten of Cups, family. Maybe they look at you like a family, like a friend, or they're walking away from their family, or they're going to something with family. Maybe they're going to tell people, I love this person, or like, yeah, make something right and fair. They're doing something to bring balance because of the people that were involved. They know about that. And they're going to maybe they're going to go forward and tell this, that it was their family and a lover that they had, or a friend. Yeah, they're going to make the proper judgment call. I saw judgment. Yeah, maybe they're doing something in secret, or they're going to tell that this was stuff that was being done in secret to you, that this was a secret thing. Yep, about stalking. They're watching you, and they may even explain and tell about the stalking in secret. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Could be about a Leo and a Taurus that was stubborn. It could be a Queen of Cups, a Queen of Wands in reverse, so another Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Feminine, you can be the Queen of Cups. Like, it was a lie. Look at that. The game to steal. Page of Pentacles from an Empress. Queen of Cups, Five of Swords, Temperance, family members. Queen of Wands reverse, somebody's toxic family member. Communication. They may, tell about this triangulation. Gossip. Maybe a gossiping, messy family member. They maybe are going to communicate about that. And spell work. This manipulation. Spells to walk away, or manipulation if it's not literal spells. Spells or high-level manipulation, games, poison, taking. Yeah. Investments. Chariot in the reverse to stop somebody's forward movement. They're going to stop. They're about to stop this bullshit, though. They're about to do something to have your back, whoever this is. Somebody that's emotionally mature. To put an end to these people's investments and plans and theft. To stop you, to take from you. 3+ people. Yep. They're gonna, I asked how are they gonna support? So they're gonna support by putting some kind of manipulation, spell work, investments, and attacks on your purpose or forward movement. Or something with the vehicle. They may even take a vehicle or something. It just depends. Two of Swords is in the reverse. Is also exposure. So that people can see something clearly. Because right now people can't see something clearly. There's too much high level manipulation. There's too much. Okay. So what's the let's see, angel number. What's the final guidance and advice then for the collective then pertaining to this? Because remember, it's a no matter what. No matter what. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that's going to be the number. Let me see if I can find 1, 2, 3, 4. Because my eyes was drawn to that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 1. I don't see 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there a 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, maybe there isn't. Oh, wait. Boom. Ah. My eyes was drawn to it, so that's kind of why I'm curious. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. Okay, it says perfect timing, stay present, positive karma. Okay, perfect timing, stay present, positive karma. Right now, the timing is perfect for whatever you want to do with your life. Thinking of a new job, do it. Want to move, go for it, yes. Considering a new romance, fire up those dating apps. You may also see this number if you're drifting a little too far into the past or too forward in the future. This is a gentle reminder to remember that it's the present. And that's what this reading is, in the moment. The present is a gift. The present. That's why it's called present. The present is a gift. And to keep your attention here. Use a grounding technique to keep you in the here and now. Your guides will also use this number when you're due for some positive karma, and you are. You may already be experiencing it or soon. It's not a coincidence, rather a matter of diligence and good deeds. Okay? Everything works out in its perfect timing. And I'm going to say, adding everything that attempts to stop my dharma is alchemized to accelerate it in my favor. And so it is. Okay. And there you have it. I will be uploading this onto my YouTube. Okay. And in the now, in this moment, no matter what, we got this.